That's the moment, and then everyone is also talking about this. The referee now waiting for her to come. Hey, I need to tell the world that you're the winner. And then it seems the flag is in the way. It takes it off, and then it tries to get it out of the way. And some Nigerians don't like that. I don't think he meant, any.
It's okay. It's still Nigeria's goal anyway.
He raised the hand of our.
You can't stop Odunayo. You can't stop Odunayo from.
And she actually, when you see the dance, you will know that. In fact, she doesn't even know what she's doing at this point. She just wants to celebrate.
And go and pick up the flag. You can dance and dance and dance
to them
for as long as you want.
Nigeria can actually win. That's it. Good one for Odunayo. I'm actually pleased. Let me say it again, and let's help this athlete. She's just 20. She's just 20, and I'm not saying this for them to go and take some random sampling test on.
And what kind of dance is it?
There you go. A mixture of the Igbo and the Yoruba.
That's a traditional dance. You don't have to do it.
Yes, sir.
And then a few dance steps as well.
So that's it. 20 with winning Commonwealth gold medal means there are a lot of prospects in such athletes, and whenever I see them win, and then the joy and all of that.
The good thing, Oye, is the way you win the gold. I mean, a lot of people can say anything about the worth of a Commonwealth Games gold. They may downplay it. It's not as important as Olympic Games. But when you take out the Indians in wrestling, you deserve to be celebrated because they are about the best you will find in the world.
The Indians, the Pakistanis, they are very, very good.
And most of them bring their military personnel to get involved in sports like this.
To him, I don't know why people will say Commonwealth game is...
the gold is inferior to the Olympic Games or anything.
It's a process. It's a process. Like the Germans won the World Cup, after 4 times,
getting in the semi-finals.
So it's a process. And Daniel Igali, like Austin said, started the process. He was in the forefront of agitation to return wrestling
to the Olympic Games.
Olympic Games. He was a crusader for that. And from the seminars he has attended, he must have picked some few tips. The game is dynamic, it's evolving. You need all those tricks. I watched our wrestler yesterday, and I saw some innovations.
Yeah.
And if you don't have an official attending, world seminars, a world championship, it will not impact on our wrestlers. So we must give kudos to Daniel Gali. He came first as a technical director, and now he's the president. And the reward is what we are reaping. We need to encourage the other sports. We need to encourage. I mean, if we can get this kind of medals with little or no preparation, then you can imagine what the wrestlers, the other athletes will do if we prepare well.
Yeah.
So we need to encourage them. We need to get the right people like Daniel Igali in other sports so that we can harness the abundant talents in this country.
Also, let's talk about the boxers very quickly.
Yeah.
Because now, clearly, you can talk about, Austin, this was a pounding.
That's my man right there. If it were approaching, you want to fight me? Take.
But also, you got this one right now on Monday.
I was right here talking about them doing good, and they were beating my men. But it's okay. It's okay. Let's create balance. I knew you guys were waiting for me. I left and I saw the result.
If I better win, but the way if he's pounding these guys,
look at that.
My God.
I told you, Toyin. I told you that I've watched them fight, and if looking at Efe in real life is
like
fierce.
Efe has been told go and destroy this guy.
That's what he does. If he doesn't go for points, he just that's a knockdown. That was a tight fight, but for Efe, he just wants to win. He wants to. If you ask me what's your style of it, he say boxing is not strength. It's just to bring someone down with sense. That's Efe's motto right there for you. So when he was fighting this guy, and he knows that's the final round, he needed to impress. So good one for Efe. He's going to the semi-finals now, where he will meet Samri El Maïs of Canada. That fight will come up on Saturday.
Win that one, you're in the medal zone.
That's it. If it's just 26 with a lot of promise, and part of the athletes from that Delta State government is taking care of, and he's willing to get a Commonwealth medal. And with what we saw today, if he can actually get past the Canadian, he's going there. Not just
power in those hands.
Now, you see the
Wow.
that's some strength right there for a guy. For a guy fighting in this category, in the heavyweight category, and he can do
like that.
Then he's flexible.
Like that.
That's it. And then he goes to Coach Tony Konyegwachi, another respected name in boxing. We keep saying this.
Peter's brother.
Put the right
Peter
people. Yeah, put the right people in administration, because everything rises and falls on leadership. You see, when you see these boxers go to greet their their coaches or technical advisors and know. They know why they do that because they tell them the right things. You know, now in boxing is a tale of two Efes. We've heard from Efe Akpochi. There's Efe Ajagba. That I always tell you about too. Watch out for this, my man. I feel so bad at the policeman, Sikiru Ojo. He has a lot of promise. I don't know what happened.
The day you praised him was the day
but it's been beaten. Maybe he had a lot of mentality. Just want to beat the guy straight away, and he was beaten. But on Saturday, Efe Ajagba will also take on Australia's Joseph Goodall in the men's Super.
Efe is in the semi-finals already?
Yeah, and then Ajagba is in the semi-finals too. Good one for us.
So that means we could get medals in boxing as well.
Yeah, in the heavyweight category. For two of them, they can make it to the final. I believe they can make it to the finals. But if they don't, I know one will win bronze, another will win gold. Say I said so.
Okay, we'll hold you to your word. But let's look at the medals now. The table. Let's see what the table looks like. The medals table. As we're getting close to the end of the Commonwealth Games, gradually. All right, so we need to quickly meet that tally that we talked about. We still have 6 more gold medals. Let's just say 7 more in case one drops off to beat the record that we've always had of our best ever performance at the Commonwealth Games, which is 11 gold medals. Look at England, 35. They've overtaken Australia. I beg your pardon. As the #1 country, they have 35 gold medals. Australia second with 34. Canada third with 20. Scotland with 13. New Zealand with 11. And South Africa, the best ranked African country, somewhere there. But Nigeria, moving into the top 10, number 8. Amazing. That's good for Team Nigeria.
From what the weightlifters and the wrestlers have done, I mean, that is a reflection on the table. South Africans are actually 7th, you know, and Nigerians can do well. The athletics event is still there. Okabare can still get gold in the 200 meters.
Yeah.
My men in boxing can give you one.
Absolutely.
Okabare can also come in with a chance in the relay.
The relay race. So I think we still have hope of surpassing that record. But we should not put pressure on these athletes. They have done so well, in my estimation. You know, we need to continue. You see, the problem is continuity. We need to continue from where we have stopped. I think the minister can do well, you know, after this thing, review properly and let us move ahead. Particularly now that Rio is around the corner.
Just 2 years.
2 years time.
It's a good way to measure how ready we are for Rio.
Absolutely.
So what are we seeing tomorrow? Athletics tomorrow. Very key. 200 meters. No, we are going to be having the heat this evening, and then tomorrow we're having the final. So about this time tomorrow, if everything goes according to the books, we should also be celebrating blessing. Darius was breaking it down for us on the show yesterday. He says when you look at the lineup of athletes for the 200 meters, no name jumps at you. So blessing should have a good one in that one. Not being complacent, you can take it step by step and land gold once again. Let me read this one, Austin, before I come to you. Our good friend at Uzo Uriel, who regularly sends his comments to us via Twitter, says that referee, that was the referee that threw our flag when Odunayo was celebrating, said that referee should be sanctioned for throwing the flag of a sovereign nation like Nigeria like it's nothing. That's our pride. He threw like that.
No, I think the referee should have applied some discretion.
He should have just handed it over to someone, not just.
Yeah, no,
that's a gold medal.
It shows lack of regards. And I think I want to agree with him.
Okay, but Anthony, look at it. He's not supposed to go. You know that circle. I don't know if that video can come up again. He's not supposed to go beyond that when the match is still on because he has not declared the winner.
That's so supposed to stay around. Yeah, he was overjoyed and had to go and take the flag.
And not even that. I'm talking about the referee. So that's why he needed. And someone can't quickly. Someone can't come in unless it's an assistant that is coming to speak
to the referee.
You know, and just wanted to declare, you know, the winner.
So you have to just maybe
his countenance, you know, showed that.
Let me get this over with. Quickly.
When the Nations Cup.
Tried
to leave the referee out of ecstasy. No, I mean, you don't blame. These are spontaneous reactions, and the referees should also know that athletes react when they win. They are joy. They show joy and emotion.
I'm saying, where did the flag come from?
From the crowd, somebody in the crowd.
That was watching, long through.
Waiting. Yeah, that was a long through. Let me read this one. Let me read this coming from Twitter. Paul John from Hungary, watches us regularly from Hungary, says, I can see that Team Nigeria are making all Nigerians proud. Congratulations to them all. That's a good one. But we are not stopping now. Let's see what more we can make out of these Commonwealth Games. At Ojo Babatunde Aiso, I hope I didn't murder your name. He says, good evening, sir. It's good to see our athletes do well at the Commonwealth Games. These other sports, need to be encouraged. I think that's a lesson. Weightlifting, doing well. Wrestling, doing well. Boxing, table tennis, athletics. I mean, it shows that we really now need to give